I mean, I must have looked like such a weirdo, such a creep. Every time he was like that, I was literally saying him like I was basically presenting myself as a sexy version of a Polish granny. Hi, my name is Alexis and I'm chatting with Cosmo UK. Obviously, leading first isn't ideal for everybody, but I already feel like a winner, and I'm a winner in so many people's eyes. I got to the show, like there was thousands of people applying, and there was never any opportunities like this for a Polish queer person like this to happen. So already I went there as a winner, and yeah, everything that will happen in the future is just a big domination, I'd say. Would I agree with the judges of my final look? I think there definitely were some worse looks on that way. But I understand why. I kind of understand why I was at the bottom. Obviously, but I had a totally different idea about it. I was going to wear originally underwear, but I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna wear the underwear because I wanted to create the whole body naked illusion from the front. And I feel like if I would have put an underwear underneath, it would just kind of like distract it. But from the front, it was just gorgeous. But obviously, when I was walking around, the slit was so high that you could see my Barbie cuckoo. I was happy how it came out. Like, I'm seamstress. I don't sew normally, and I'm happy that I took their advice and went with something different because I know they said they want me to step away from that sexy dominatrix person. So I was like, I'm gonna give them a story. I'm gonna give them something calm, and I'll try to cover my ass for once. I was surprised. Obviously, I was surprised because I feel like I had amazing storyline starting from the entry. I was, and not a few people got it, but I was basically presenting myself as a sexy version of a Polish granny with a headscarf on. So obviously I had, this story that I had to feed my men. So I went for a little shopping because the category is daytime. So that's why I had like the basket of the shopping. And then because I had to earn some money, I went to the club. So I was being the dominatrix there, making sure that I get the coins so I could then present myself and the eleganza that was the final look. So I was obviously very surprised when they said that. But and it was honestly everybody was so good that it was just a matter of I feel like Didi was just so stressed on that day that all she could think of is if somebody slipped as well. And I nearly fell off the stage. Little did they know it was choreographed. Because listen, there's nothing better than a little heart attack. So yeah, everything was thought through. It's getting so creepy to the point that he's probably like blocked. He's probably like, I do not want to see any message. I did the message in person and I said, listen, because of the Meet and Queens video, like I know how people took it. I was like, oh, you fancy him, blah blah blah. I was like, it's honestly nothing of that. I love him because he's just such a joy to watch. And like I have sentimental part with him because because of his shows I was learning English, so I was watching so much of his show, and just to see him there, it was just like incredible. So I hope to do something one day with Valenka, maybe a show or maybe a cover. I mean, I must have looked like such a weirdo, such a creep. Every time he was like that, I was literally saying him like every time, but he was always very kind. He was always very kind, and he was always, smiling back and just saying nice things to me. So I don't expect him to message me back because, he's a very busy man. So honestly, it felt incredible for Poland to have a representation plus an LGBTQIA representation. It's something that doesn't happen on a daily basis. So I needed to make sure that when I go to the TV, I represent more than just clothes or makeup or just make things. Like I had like a mission to do. I needed to make sure that people know what's happening in Poland, and there's gonna be a lot of things that are gonna come with it, and I hope to be a help and just make people aware of what's happening. So I was supposed to do one. My first song was supposed to do Melania Trump, but it was mostly an escape of Melania. So because obviously she's not president public. In public, I was supposed to do prepare, and I was supposed to do Putin. I really hope I show so much I don't have to go through the Snatch Game, because that was my worst time. But I hate, like, I'm a good actress, but I hate impersonating people. Like, I only do it for the fun, but obviously what I do for the fun is not necessarily good to be, you know. So I was really looking forward to do like a acting challenge, and I wanted to become like this. If I was doing it, I would definitely do like an old lady, just like homeless, for example, and just like very like, you know, that's something totally different from what Alexis does. And obviously the girl band, because I see myself as somebody that will be putting up music out there. So, you know, to test my waters, I think that would have been a really good experience. But I guess I have to do it solo. Wow, there's so much to choose from. I would say, oh my God. So I definitely think my walk into the workroom was one of the most iconic ones. The music they have chosen for my walk-in, the way I just did a little 360. I'm like very modest, but I feel like that was amazing. And my runway was incredible. Like how I represented my country, how I made it my style and traditional. I think it was really beautiful and very detailed. With all of my looks had little details that maybe camera didn't caught. But like, for example, when I was holding my basket, I had like little cans that said, for example, Alexis flirty cake, or like Alexis like naughty soup can, you know, like little things like this. So I'm a very like detailed person. Listen, this cast is just so incredible. I think everybody deserves a win. I know I'm gonna be like, oh, just a little bit, but I feel like everybody's just representing such a different type of drag, and everybody's having a different attitude. Everybody deserves it. I did deserve it the most, but everybody deserves it. Yeah, no, everybody's incredible. Honestly, everybody's so passionate. That everybody's just so passionate, and that's why this, you know, series is so unique, because everybody's there with an experience. Everybody came with dreams. Everybody did something before, and everybody's there to fight. You know, world domination. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.